Good morning guys, I am Janine Paula A. Sabado and I will discuss the major terminologies used in computer networking. So 1. It stands for Wide Area Network and covers a wide area such as a city. Next is LAN. It stands for Local Area Network and covers a small area such as a small office or home. It physically connects all the computers located in the premises. Next is Internet. It is a computer network system that connects the computers of the world. It is normally connecting through WAN and LAN. Intranet. It is a closed-room computer network system, as it covers a small area and only authorized people can access it. Next is extranet. It is also a sort of internet access to which is granted only to a few. So, next is www or World Wide Web. It is the service that is used on internet to view and search contents in the form of web pages. IM, Instant Messaging. It is an online facility that facilitates us to chat or talk. Such service is provided by Skype, Google Talk, Windows Live Messenger, Yahoo Messenger, and etc. VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol. It is a protocol which is used especially for voice transfer over IP network. Likewise, it facilitates users to make phone calls by using internet. Next is RSS or Really Simple Syndication. It is a technique which is used for the dissemination of information, articles, etc. Users normally subscribe to the RSS channel in order to receive news. After subscription, users do not need to visit the respective website, rather they receive emails regarding the same. Next is weblog. It is a sort of online inventory that consists of a series of entries. These entries are arranged in opposite chronological order. The person who maintains the weblog regularly updates it with a new information. Podcast. It is a digital file that normally contains audio or video record and is available on the internet as well. So, social networking websites. It refers to the websites that facilitate users with a common platform where they can share their messages in text, audio, or even video form, images, videos, and etc. So, ang example ng social networking website is Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, and MySpace. Next is chat rooms. It is a dedicated area on the internet that facilitates users to communicate. So, PSTN, Public Switch Telephone Network. It is a technical expression for public telephone system. ISDN, Integrated Services Digital Network. It is a set of communication standards that transmit voice, video, data, and other network services simultaneously. So next is ADSL or Asymmetric Digital Subscriber Line. It is a sort of digital subscribers line or DSL technology that facilitates faster data transmission. Download. It is a process that saves data from internet onto a personal computer. Upload. It is the process that transfers the saved data from a personal computer to internet server. So, dial-up. It is a technique in which a phone line is used in order to connect to the internet. Broadband. It is a wide bandwidth data transmission that transports multiple signals and traffic types swiftly. So, let's move to topic internet concept. So, the internet is essentially a global network of computing resources. You can think of the internet as a physical collection of routers and circuits as a set of shared resources. So, internet is a vast network that connects computers all over the world. So, some definitions given in the past include a network of networks based on the TCP/IP communications protocol, and a community of people who use and develop those networks. So next is internet-based services. Some of the basic services available to internet users are email, telnet, Usenet News, and World Wide Web. So let's move to www. www stands for World Wide Web. A technical definition of the World Wide Web is all the resources and users on the internet that are using the HTTP. So, ang HTTP naman stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. This is the protocol being used to transfer hypertext documents that makes the World Wide Web possible. So, dito sa HTTP, ang standard web address, gaya na lang ng yahoo.com is called URL. And the prefix is HTTP that indicates its protocol. So, next is URL. URL stands for Uniform Resources Locator and is used to specify addresses on the World Wide Web. A URL is the fundamental network identification for any resources connected to the web. So, a URL will have the following format: protocol, followed by a colon, 2 slash, and then the domain name or the host name, and then slash and domain name again or other information. So, next is website. This is a location on the web where people can find tutorials on latest technologies. Similarly, there are millions of websites available on the web. So, each page available on the website is called a web page, and the first page of a site is called home page for the site. So, next is web server. So, every website sits on a computer known as a web server. This server is always connected to the internet. Every web server that is connected to the internet is given a unique address made up of a series of 4 numbers between 0 and 256 separated by periods. So, for example is 68 period, 178 period, 157 period, and 132 period. So, next is browser. So, web browser is a type of web server. And web browsers are software that installed on your PC. To access the web page, you need a web browsers such as Netscape Navigator, Microsoft Internet Explorer, or Mozilla Firefox. So, next is different types of web browser. First is SMTP server. SMTP stands for Simple Mail Transfer Protocol Server. This server takes care of delivering emails from one server to another server. So when you send an email to an email address, it is delivered to its recipient by a SMTP server. So next is ISP. ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. They are the companies who provide you service in terms of internet connections to connect to the internet. So next is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. This is the language in which we write web pages for any website. So this is a subset of Standard Generalized Markup Language or SGML for electronic publishing, the specific standard used for the www. So next is hyperlink. A hyperlink, or simply a link, is a selectable element in an electronic document that serves as an access point to other electronic resources. So hyperlink is familiar hyperlinks includes buttons, icons, image maps, and clickable text links. So next is DNS. DNS stands for Domain Name System. When someone types in your domain name www.example.com, your browser will ask the domain name system to find the IP that hosts your site. When you register your domain name, your IP address should be put in a DNS along with your domain name. So next is, what is W3C? W3C stands for World Wide Web Consortium, which is an international consortium of companies involved with the internet and the web. So the W3C is the chief standards body for HTTP and HTML. So on the simplest level, the web physically consists of the following components: your personal computer, a web browser, an internet connection, a web server, and a routers and switches. So the web is known as a client-server system. Your computer is the client and the remote computers that store electronics files are the server. So thank you for listening.